Hello, it's Gaye Perks, and I'm going to do a few Pilates exercises that are really good for your core today, and then hopefully once you've done a few of these you can add more repetitions. So just starting off nice and gently, if you can get yourself down onto the floor, just sit with your feet shoulder distance apart, nice long spine, shoulders relaxed, and just get yourself into a comfortable V-sit position. From here, extend your arms and roll those shoulders back and round, just waking them up nice and gently. And then from there we're going to lift the arms to the ceiling, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, bring the arms back. So breathing in as you inhale, and exhale as you breathe out. From here, breathe in and lift the arms, and as you breathe out, slowly come back, rolling gently, about halfway down, and then breathing in and rolling back up as tall as you're comfortable. So we're just going to start to come down a little bit further. Breathing in and breathing out. This time I want you to take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, slowly roll down to the mat or down to the floor and bring your hands to your side and relax your head and shoulders. Now if you want to, you can use a small cushion, place it under your head or a block, or even a soft ball. So with your feet now still hip distance apart, firmly pressed into the ground, let your toes spread. Place your arms by your side and just let your shoulders relax and let the spine lengthen and go into neutral position. So in this position, the spine is long, the hips are level, and the pelvis and the pubic bone are level with your navel. So you want to try and get that nice triangular shape across the pelvis. So with the arms relaxed and the head on your cushion to start with, you're just going to gently float one knee up, and then you're going to let that leg come back down, not moving anything else at all but the muscles that connect here and into your lower tummy. So you're going to breathe in and lift, and as you breathe out, lower with control. As you're doing this movement, there's no movement in the spine at all. So you're trying to keep the shoulders relaxed, the chest nice and wide and open, and as you're lowering the leg with your breath out, you've got more control here. So we're going to do this about 6 times. You can do this more than once, you can go through the whole routine, and it won't take more than about 20 minutes if you're doing it twice. So as you lower that foot, we're going to change legs, make sure nothing moves in the spine, still staying in neutral, breathing in as you lift, and breathing out as you lower. So just take your time, keep the movements nice and controlled. Your chest is relaxed, your shoulders are wide and open. And thinking about keeping this part of the body very still. If it helps, imagine a huge jug of water sat on your belly button and you're trying to keep it still so it doesn't spill. You breathe in as you lift, and you breathe out as you lower. So you've got real control there. So just floating up as you breathe in, that should feel quite easy. And as you breathe out, you lower down. Now you're going to straighten one leg. Keep the pelvis neutral again, shoulders relaxed. This time breathe in, take the foot towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, lower the leg until the knees are parallel. So you breathe in as you lift, and you breathe out as you lower. Trying to get them to a level position. Breathing in as you lift, and breathing out. Again, just concentrating on keeping those tummy muscles working, not holding your breath, but keeping this area quite still. So breathing as you lift, and breathing out as you lower. Nice and relaxed. And then flex the knee, place that foot back to the floor, and then check the pelvis hasn't moved, and exactly the same on the other leg. You breathe in to lift, you breathe out to lower. And you're only going to lower until those knees are parallel. You don't need to go any lower than that. Slowly and controlled, keeping those shoulders relaxed. Breathing out as you lower the leg, breathing in as you lift it, keeping this pelvis neutral. Just a couple more. and then flex the knee, place that foot down. So now we're going to straighten the leg, but keep it quite low to the ground. And this time you're going to breathe in, take the foot to the ceiling, breathe out, take the leg down so it's just hovering off the floor. But the secret is to keep the pelvis neutral. So you breathe in and lift, and as you breathe out, you lower slowly. Keep that control. You've got one foot anchoring you to the floor, so you can keep the pelvis still. Breathing out as you lower. So breathing as you lift, and controlling it as you lower down. Lengthening through the leg, but keeping the spine in neutral. Then you can gently place that foot to the floor, lengthen the other leg. Again, check nothing's moved here, shoulders are still relaxed. Breathe in, the foot comes to the ceiling. Breathe out, lower slowly to the floor. Keeping some weight through this leg, pushing the foot into the ground to stabilise your pelvis. So you're floating up as you breathe in. As you're breathing out, you're lengthening through. All the time trying to make sure that this part of the body doesn't move. Shoulders relaxed. Nice long spine. So if you do about 6 to 8 of each of these movements, that should be enough to get these muscles to start to work a little bit harder. So we're going to place that foot to the floor. Shoulders relaxed. Now we're going to take one knee into the chest, hold it around the knee and the ankle, and I want you to lift your head away from the cushion or the floor. So we're going to move it out the way, and you're going to grab this leg quite tightly. With the other leg, you're going to extend it to the ceiling. Now if you've got problems with the lower back, you can actually keep the leg high and swap in this position. There's much less pressure on the spine that way. If you've got nothing wrong with the lower back and you want to work a bit harder, you're going to extend that leg away from you into the one leg stretch. So you're going to breathe in and breathe out. And the legs change twice for each leg, for each breath. So breathe in, you change the legs twice, and breathe out, you change the legs twice. So you need to think about keeping control, keeping it strong, but this one's quite fluid. So you're not holding your breath at all, but you're trying to get that momentum through the movement from the legs. And if it hurts your neck at all, you can always put your head back down to the ground or to a cushion, but ideally chin off the chest, nice long spine, and just pulling those legs in towards you to finish, and then lower your head. Excellent. From there, place your hands by your side, and you can either keep the knees up in the air, and we're going to roll gently over to one side, and then back to the centre, and then to the other. Or if that feels uncomfortable and you can't keep your pelvis still, gently lower the feet one at a time. Squeeze those thighs together, keep the spine long, and then you can roll there. Just gently taking those knees away from you, feeling the weight shifting across. So you breathe in, and you'll breathe out. Just enjoy that feeling of just loosening everything off around the hips. And then back to your centre position. Now your feet need to be slightly wider apart, but a little bit close to your bottom if you can get them there. Nothing under the head at all for this one. It's really important you've got nothing under your head, because we're going to stay connected to the floor for shoulder bridges. So with your hands relaxed and the tops of your shoulders relaxed as well, with a nice open chest and a long neck and spine, you're going to press your feet into the floor. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, start to come up through the pelvis, through the spine, lengthening through those legs, pushing the knees forwards and coming up to on your shoulder blades, not your neck. You'll breathe in when you get to the top of that movement, and then this is the important part. As you breathe out, just come down very, very slowly, as if you're trying to let each of the bones in the spine just very gently imprint into the mat without forcing that movement, making sure the bottom comes down last, and when you touch the floor, you'll breathe in. So as you breathe out, you'll start to lift and you'll push those knees away from you. Open out through the hips here, lengthen through the spine. No pressure on the neck, breathing in at the top. And as you breathe out, slowly coming down. Try not to grab on the floor. Try and push the weight through the feet and let the shoulder blades take your body weight as well. Once you're on the ground, you can breathe in, prepare. As you breathe out, press those knees further away now, trying to open out here, through the thighs, lengthening through, pushing into your shoulder bridge, breathing in at the top and coming down with real control as you breathe out. Not forcing the spine to the floor, but just gently letting the bones come down one at a time. Give them a little bit of space. And breathe in when you get back to the ground. And we're going to breathe out and we're going to press further through, lengthen through those knees, push them away. Keep these hips opening and keep the thighs squeezing towards each other so they're talking to each other. Breathing at the top and then coming down with control. Letting the spine just gently move. When you get about this point here, your bottom might want to drop, so you've got to keep the control by using those deep tummy muscles as well. Breathing in, breathing out, lifting through. No pressure on the neck, it should be your shoulder blades that take the weight. And then breathing at the top, and this last time as you breathe out, just come down really, really slowly, letting the spine come down, connecting with the mat. And then relax. So in this position, we're going to do the side clam. But rather than doing it lying on your side, you're going to do it lying on the back position today. So you press your foot firmly into the floor and the opposite leg, you just gently take a deep breath in and let that leg roll away from you. And as you breathe out, bring it back towards you. This leg just stabilises. So you're breathing in and you're breathing out. So nice and slowly, nice and controlled. So you're breathing in, just let the leg fold away from you and then bring it back up as you breathe out. Whilst you're doing this movement from the hip, it's where the bone joins into the socket, so just try and keep your pelvis still otherwise and let the muscles around that hip control the movement as well. Now press this foot firmly into the floor and we're going to do exactly the same on the opposite leg. So you'll breathe as the leg floats out away from you and you'll breathe out as it comes back towards you. So while you're doing that gentle controlled movement, focus on keeping the pelvis still. So keep those tummy muscles working. Shoulders should stay relaxed. Just let the leg literally float away from you. And then come back towards you. And then you're going to take your foot out wider away from you. And this time I want you to really relax and take the knee down towards the ground, up to the ceiling and to the opposite side. So now you're going to get a little bit of rhythm through both legs and both hips, and you're going to start to gently go from side to side, just feeling all the movement around the pelvis as well. Just let those knees roll from side to side, nice and controlled, but also feeling quite free. So just let them go. Excellent. Come back to the centre and then bring those feet a little bit closer to your bottom again. This time your thighs are going to be talking to each other, so they're bringing together, squeezing as if you're pulling up through the centre. So I want you to use your pelvic floor as well now. So from here, with the shoulders relaxed, bring the arms round to the side of your head. Just pop them under your ears. Your hands are there. You're not going to push your head. You're going to just let the head hang into the hands and let the elbows open. I want you to take a nice deep breath in and prepare. And as you breathe out, just literally lift the top ribs away from the ground, keeping the head relaxed, looking forward as you do so until you're looking through the top of your knees, and then gently coming back down again. So I want you to breathe out on the way up, pull those belly button muscles in, pull the belly button to the spine, keep the spine long, and as you breathe in, come down with control. Don't let the head drop. So you're just curling up, breathing out, looking through the top of the knees, breathing in as you come back down. Try and keep those hands quite relaxed. So you could take them away and still do the same movement without reaching forward with the chin, keeping the head level and gently down. So breathing out and way up. Think about pulling down here, connecting you to the floor, and coming down slowly as you breathe in. So as you breathe out, you're going to zip up inside, belly button to backbone, muscles working here. These are still, they're talking to each other. The head's not dropped down, it's lengthened, and then gently coming down again. So breathing out, this time stay there, take the arms away. The chin stays off the chest. You could get your hand under there if you need to. And if you do need to support the head in any way, you can put your hand under the head for support, or you could grab a cushion or a ball and you could actually put the head onto that if you need to. So you've got some choices there. So we're going to do the 100. At the moment we're going to do the 100 with feet on the ground, long spine, shoulders relaxed, chin off the chest. So extend your arms away from you and use the deep tongue muscles now. And as you breathe in, we beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nearly there. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then just gently relax the neck, relax the head. If that does make your neck ache, just gently turn the head from side to side. Get rid of any tension. So we're going to do the 100 again now, but we're going to now do it with one leg off the floor. So this version, exactly the same, is a little bit harder, or you can do both feet off the floor, keeping the pelvis stable, and that's a little bit harder again. Or you can go into full 100, which is legs extended, belly button to backbone, shoulders relaxed, chins off the chest, you're looking at your toes, and you breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Support your head if you need to. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Keep reaching forwards. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, you're nearly there. Breathe out. Last 10. Breathe in. Breathe out. And squeeze the legs, lower the head. So whichever version of the 100 you do, you make sure you feel safe doing it. So you've got legs extended, you've got knees bent, you've got one leg off the floor, you've got both feet on the ground. And as I say, if your neck starts to really ache, use a cushion or a little ball or a foam block or anything that makes you feel more comfortable. Ideally, the muscles in the neck will get strong enough that you don't need to worry about the cushion at all. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to finish this set of exercises. There's a few rolling like a ball ones, which I know some people really like and other people hate. But if you bring your knees into your chest and bring your head up to your knees, you're just going to use momentum just to gently start to roll through that spine. And if you want to, you can go further and further. And you can come over and hold that position. Take your time. One leg comes down, one leg goes up, and you swap. If you don't feel comfortable at all doing that, you don't need to come this high up. You can keep rolling like a ball, and you can come to teaser. So in this position, you're long through the spine, you've got the backs of the thighs, you can put one foot down, then the other. Sit tall and give yourself a really good clap. Well done. So they're just a few exercises to help, particularly there to strengthen your stomach muscles and your core, but also there's quite a lot of work through the hip flexors, so you will feel it through this part of the body too. So it's important to do your stretches. So when you finish your exercises, just letting the legs relax or come into position almost as if you're going to do mermaid. A nice opening through the hips. And if you do it one way, you need to do it the other way. So enjoy those exercises. Try and do them regularly. They get easier and easier the more you do them. And I will put some more on. And hopefully everybody's staying safe and well. And once we can get back to face-to-face classes. For now, stay safe, stay well. If anything hurts, then you shouldn't be doing it. Look after your body, look after your mind, and enjoy the spring because it's coming soon. Take care and thank you for joining me, and hopefully see you again soon.